Welcome to your challenge. My name is Vincent and this video is to explain you how things will work. I want this challenge to be as easy to do as possible. So you're gonna try to find some free time every day. And what we will do is that you will put the video of the day, the video du jour, on screen somewhere on your tablet or computer, and you will just do with me things so that you don't spend time watching and then practicing. I want you to be able to practice as you watch and as we cover very important concepts. So try to find some time before you go to work, after work, or somewhere in between when you have some free time. We're going to try to keep the practice time very short and doable, something along the lines of 10 minutes. If you have more, please do more, but otherwise, let's keep it simple. Handstands shouldn't take you an hour per day, absolutely not. We can make progress with less than that if we know what we're doing. Today, I would like to talk about the levels in handstands and what we are looking for at each stage of that development, of that journey. I like to think of handstands as being comprised of 4 levels: complete beginners, beginners, improvers, and intermediates. Complete beginners are working on reaching the wall when they kick up. So they can do this thing, they have very little experience, and they're not able to reach the wall and to land against it when they kick up. What you will find out, and we will talk a bit about this in the challenge, is that more kick up will not cut it. You need to actually do many other drills to address all the foundations in your handstands for the kick up to click. And like with many other areas of handstands, doing more of what isn't working is not going to make it work. It's just insane to keep expecting you to progress when you have hit a roadblock without changing anything to the way you train. Beginners are able to reach the wall, but maybe not consistently nor softly, and we'll talk more about this in the following days. A beginner is somebody who can kick up against the wall sometimes or all the times, but who cannot do much or at all without it. You're working on understanding the foundations with the wall in the hope that soon you'll be able to do some of it without it. But kicking up without the wall and holding it 3 seconds here is beyond what you can do at the minute. Improvers have a bit more experience. They have been doing a few drills against the wall for a few weeks, a few months, and sometimes a few years, and they can do something freestanding. They can hold a handstand freestanding, but they cannot hold it as often as they wish. So maybe it takes them a few tries, right? They undershoot, and then they get their handstand, but maybe it's not as straight as they wished. Or it's not held as long as they wish. That's what an improver is. Somebody who has some solid foundations with the wall, but they don't have the consistency and or the duration and or the alignment, the straightness they wish they had when they freestand. And a common mistake improvers make is that they spend all their time here and they don't work on their foundations and basics there. But the only way you're gonna improve this is by doing the right drills and the right things there. And we're going to talk about this in the future videos. Finally, we have the intermediate. An intermediate to me is somebody who has reached the freestanding freedom standard. Somebody who can kick up 8 times or more out of 10 and hold a handstand for 10 seconds or more every single time. So they know that they can show up in the middle of the room, kick up in a handstand, and hold this for 10 seconds or more. And they can come back down. At that level, usually, they have learned all the shapes. At that level, we have a good sense of alignment, good endurance, and we're able to shift from one shape to the other, working on the presses, working on fancier shape, working on the hollow backs and whatnot. The method I have created over the years with hundreds, if not thousands of students, both in person and online, is dedicated to beginners and improvers. Complete beginners, we will tell you a lot of things in this challenge for you to get to the beginner level. And intermediate, you are too advanced for this, you need something else. I don't believe in a one-size-fits-all approach, so those drills are dedicated to the people working on divorcing the wall and making their freestanding better.